Okay guys, so here we have the supplies. We're going to go with 3 pieces of 16-inch roughly strings. Any kind of miscellaneous string will do. 2 old shoestrings work excellent. Way easier if you have ones that have the little, whatever they call those guys on them. The pillowcase, used pillowcase will work. Old pillowcase, or you can get a new one. I'll have a link for a pillowcase that you can get off of Amazon down below in the description. Also, net bag. This is the net bag I found to work best because you need something that's strong and also extremely large as you upsize in bags and weights. So this one I'll have a link also for Amazon where you can just click and buy it real quick. But if you have any kind of net bag, that'll do the job. Trash bags. I have found that the ones that come with the plastic strip piece for tightening do not work as good as just the large bags that have no strip. So look for that when you're finding your trash bags. So that's what you're going to actually be making the bag out of. For tools that you'll need to make everything easier, some type of a little screwdriver or a little pick so you could pick and pull things out. Tweezers, excellent for helping out with this because you're going to have to grab the strings and pull them through. Excellent. And any way that you can measure exact amounts of water because you want to be able to get your bags close to the same size. And I'll give a breakdown of the weight per gallon, which is like 8 pounds. But I'll give a more detailed breakdown to help you out with that. All right, this is where the magic begins. Yay! We are going to get this thing started. In here, the bathroom, we have the pillowcase, the net bag, and the plastic trash bags. So, best way to do this is to line the inner of your sink with your pillowcase. So that way, when you pick this guy up out of here, it all comes out in one shot. For your trash bags, you want to find the bottoms, let all of the air out, or keep them with all of the air out is best bet. Don't go and pop them all the way open. Wrap them up like so. Give them a couple of twirls and then tie them. This way it gives a stronger bottom to the bag, so that way your water isn't popping out the bottom, which has happened, trust me, and it is not fun. So you put a little knot in like this, good to go. Always best to double up and use 2 bags. Could use 3 bags also. So you do the same thing on the other one. Find the bottom, twirl that guy up, make sure you have the bottom. That would suck if you go and you do it on the wrong end. Yep, bottom. So twirl this guy up, tie him up. Ah, look at the size of that. Damn. All right, 1 down, 1 to go. On to number 2. Grab like so. Grab the other bag. And put those 2 guys together so they are double lined like that. Take this bottom, stick it down into the bottom of your pillowcase, and bam, there you go. Fold this guy all open. You get everything nice and lined up, because once you start the filling process, the water is going to just go straight down to the bottom and it's going to like start forming in. So you want to have everything as lined up and good as you can get it beforehand. So then once you start dumping the water in, it'll just go smooth. All right, time to get this guy filled up. So I'll give you the whole breakdown of the water to pounds at the end of this, so you could sit there and fine tune your bags. But just keep in mind that when you're filling it up, you want to be able to, because you'll be making at least 2 bags. That's usually always the best way. So it's like having 2 dumbbells, 2 kettlebells, whatever. You want to keep them the same. So something that has some kind of measurements. This thing only goes up to 8 ounces, or 8 cups, and 16 cups is 1 gallon. So you want to keep that in mind. But either way, I'm going to give you the whole breakdown at the end of how you can get your exact measurements on your water. So with that said, it's time to start filling this thing up. Ah! Ah! Don't do that. Okay, much better. All right, successful and didn't make too much of a mess. Lovely. All right. So, next phase of the project is tying these guys off. In order to do that, get all of the air out of it by continuing repeating the process that I'm doing here, which is pull it up, squeeze, and let the air out. Pull it up, squeeze, and let the air out. Once you have that all completed, you're going to take the bag up, twist, and twist this guy up. You want to make the bags tight, so you want to let as much air out as possible and twist them up good and tight. By getting some twists, lifting it up a little bit, get a couple more twists, lift it up a little bit, get a couple more twists. There we go. Then tie it off, get your knot down as low as you can. Like so. Stick that guy back inside, grab your next bag, and we're going to repeat the process. Yep, nice and low, like so. You could also double knot it if you want. Then you go to the next process, which is you want to make this guy as tight as possible, as I had said. So what you want to do is get him out, get yourself some room, hold him up, spin. Remember, we're shooting for tight. This is where your first little string comes in. You're going to use this to tie it up like that. Alright, next, let's drop this guy in the net bag. These net bags are so nice and big, you don't really have to worry about it. When you're making one of the really big bags, like the Big Berthas, those, and I apologize if you're making a Bertha, you know. You'd have just had the whole thing in there, filled the water into it, and then not have to put it back in. So, this thing's just about ready. We're going to take it to the next. Okay. I know you guys can't really see my face too much, but I figure I got to keep it down here for the main focus, which the star of the show is the bag. Alright guys, so this is going to be the part where we're going to start using the strings, the tweezers, and the little screwdriver. So with that said, what we're going to do here is first, at the two edges here and here, we're going to attach two of those 14 or 16-inch strings. So this is the last two of those 16-inch strings. You're going to just feed them through. There you go. 2 of these guys. All right, now you're gonna stretch this guy up, grab onto 2 of these guys, give yourself the old spins, because again, we're wanting this thing tight. This is a much easier process with 2 people, but if you're doing the Lone Ranger thing, you gotta just make it happen. Then, whichever way it appears like it's wanting to go is the way to go. You're gonna pull across as tight as you can. This is going to be what is going to be making the handle. So, the first thing you want to do is use the 2 strings that actually come from the pillowcase or the net bag, and use these as your starter. You want to come down like so, a good distance down, feed through, and that is going to be the initial point to keep your handle at least tight, while you then use these to cinch it down. And here we go. I'm going to just kind of bunch this up to get it out of the way. Stuff it back up underneath there, just like so. Now, grab these 2 guys, pull them out, and feed them through to secure your handle in the location that you have it. We have our handle here, so now we're going to just make some small adjustments to it, and we're going to move on to doing the finishing touches with the strings. We take one of the shoestrings, feed it underneath the handle, and we will make a series of wraps going over and around the handle. And then feeding through the net bag so that we can cinch it in place, as I am demonstrating here in the picture. So it's going to be just now repeating this process, moving forward or up along the handle. Okay, one side is done. Now we just tuck away the little bit of loose strings up underneath the handle, and it is time to repeat that exact same thing on the other side, coming up just a little ways, and then that leaves the center, which is the handle. And here we go, the finished product, the water bag. This, guys, is really all you need. I'm going to give you guys the weight by water so you can do the measurements to get close to the exact size bags you want, and just knock these guys out. You can make as many as you want. They work excellent, and get right.